If there's one thing that I've wanted to address on the F30 for a very long time now, are the headlights. They were super clapped, they were super faded. Visibility at night was very, very bad. I attempted to try to resurface the headlight lens and I guess bring them back to life. I think they were just too far gone. So I decided to send them in to a company called Bay Optics and get custom set of headlights that I think a lot of you guys are gonna like and a lot of you guys are gonna hate. If you're interested in custom headlights, make sure to check out Bay Optics and use code VehicleVirals to get 10% off. Also a reminder to take advantage of last minute Cyber Monday deals available on my website. Almost everything's on sale like BMW tunes, head units, digital clusters, and performance parts. All discounts are applied automatically at checkout. I'll leave links down in the video's description below. It's the main reason why I haven't really been making a lot of videos on the F30s, because we're waiting on the headlights so we can put everything back together, and then it'll continue being my daily driver until the wide body kit comes in, and then it's going to be completely transformed. These have quad projectors, so I no longer have the basic cornering lights, quad etch lens, quad demon eyes. We also got the brand new advanced RGB with sequential startup. That's supposed to be a new thing, and apparently they're very, very crazy, so I can't wait to test those out. Even optioned in the half X right here, which you can choose it in different colors. I got mine in blue and white, so you can switch between both colors. I got the upgraded bulbs for better visibility, blacked out housing, which normally comes standard with the headlight, and new lens and PPF layer to protect it over time. Fully optioned out, and these should look really sick on the F30. I guess the only thing that's really daunting about this is something that I've never had to deal with in the past with the other headlight builds, is that there's all this stuff that you have to connect. It's not as bad because they label everything and it's all plug and play. It's all about just, I guess, properly and cleanly routing everything within the engine bay. But definitely something I've never had to deal with before, and it looks like it has like an external ballast of some sort. Again, these headlights are like action packed with almost every single option. So if you do, let's say, like the basic option, you probably won't have to deal with any of this stuff. I don't think it's gonna be hard, and I'll show you guys today how I end up doing it. But yeah, that's the only thing that's just kind of like, wow, when you first open up the package. They also include very detailed instructions that pretty much covers everything. You know, how to install them properly, how to do the wiring. Even talks a little bit about the app that you download to customize, you know, the colors of the headlights, any coding that might be required. So very nice of them to include this stuff. That way you're not completely lost when you're installing them. I guess we'll start with this stuff first. Looks complicated, but it's really not. You have a connector for ground, one for power, and then you have a fuse that goes into the factory fuse box, and everything else just plugs in to the headlight with this. Alright, so here's what we got. Ended up using this slot for the fuse that's supposed to be empty according to Bay Optics, but it was occupied by this one right here. I took it off, I'm not sure what it's for. We'll find out later on. The problem with using the other slots is that they were constant power. This one is accessory, so we needed that one. As far as the ground, I ended up going with this location. Tried the strut tower, wasn't good enough. I tried right here, it wasn't good enough. It was not very consistent. And then ran everything, connected the headlights according to the instructions, connected this headlight to this one since they communicate. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on the headlights and make sure they work before I put everything back together. So the headlights work, time to put stuff back together. And then I'll show you guys some of the features that you get. And I did download the app as well, so I'll show you guys everything you can do as far as customization goes. I think you guys are gonna like it. All right guys, so here's what the headlights look like, and they look absolutely mean. In fact, I think they look a little bit too mean on the stock ass F30 335, but it looks very, very aggressive. The blacked out housing just does it. The rings, wait till you guys see when I turn it on. I did play around with the headlights off camera just to kind of get familiar with it before I talk to you guys about it, but just look at it. It looks so good, and it just kind of blends in with the kidney grills and just like the rest of the black accents on the bottom of the bumper. Man, I'm very, very happy with these. Way better looking than stock. I had some really bad headlights, so it's an upgrade either way for me, but this looks very, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and use Carplay and code some things that Bay Optics did tell me to code after installing them onto the F30. One being the amber corner lights, you can code those out, and also the voltage check-in, because some people may experience like flickering with the angel lights. So I'm gonna make sure I take care of that right now. So that's what the headlights look like when they're on. By default, you got like a pure white look. So pure white for the rings, a pure white for the eyebrow strip as well. Everything is all customizable. You can use 2 different apps. So the first app will allow you to change the color on the demon eyes, just like I did on the E90 before, if you guys saw that video. And then the second app is for like the RGB stuff. So the rings and the strip here. Let's go ahead and start with the demon eyes. And I'll kind of quickly show you some of the features there, not too much because I already covered it in another video, but we're really gonna focus on the RGB setup, since that's supposed to be like the new thing that Bay Optics offers for their custom headlights. The demon eyes use an app called Magic Light, and I have a group set up for the sleeper E90, and then I just created one for the F30, so I can switch it on at any time. And as you guys can see, default is like this rainbow kind of color shifting sequence, which is very, very cool. You can obviously speed it up, slow it down, make it brighter, dull, maybe a fixed color if you're trying to match a theme. All right, there you go. So you have the color wheel here. You can change it to whatever color you want. Very, very customizable. I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna think it's super ricey. I like it. I think it stands out, especially if you bring a car like this to a car show. It's gonna get a lot of attention. Yellow, pink, blue, green. Or you can use some of the sequences. Let me see if I can find it here. Functions. You can change the speed. So green, gradual change. We can do blue, gradual change. You can obviously change the speed on that so it can do the color swap much faster. Cyan, purple, let's do purple. There you go. So there's like a bunch of options you can use here. Even strobe, like strobe effects. There you go. You're probably gonna get a ticket with that one though. Very cool. Like I said, it's a very good like party trick. And then normally I do the 7 color jumping thing. So a lot of options, a lot of customization for the demon eyes. The second application you're gonna use is called Blue Ghost. This one is a lot more intuitive. There's like a lot of customizable things you can do for this one. I mean, way more than the demon eyes. I did mess around with it earlier. Let's see what we got. It's connecting, and then yeah, that's pretty cool. Is that too much price?
Yes.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
So when I first tried it out off camera, I thought it was a bit too much, because I'm the type of person that likes it OEM plus, maybe OEM plus plus. But this is like way overboard. But the more I played around with it, I started liking it. You have all these different things you can do with those lights. They're like preloaded onto the app. You can also customize like your own sequence. Look at that. So you can change the movement speed. You can slow it down a little bit. You can have it like have breaks between flashes. Master dimmer, so you can dim it down. You can raise it up. You can increase the color shift as well. I mean, it looks like a straight up Christmas tree. Very, very cool. I'm sure this will look pretty sick if you like pair it up with like underglow. If you get them to match a little bit too.
Are you gonna do it?
Underglow? I think I'm gonna do it. You know why I can justify doing this at the car? Because I'm giving it away. I'm just playing. I just think it's cool, and it really shows like the potential of like certain products that you can get for your BMW. Dream Maker, color shift. So that's very, very simple. But ooh, did you catch that? Look at that. Oh my God! What was that? Yo, that's sick. I'm gonna just park this car outside of my house, and that's my Christmas ornament. All right, so this one's definitely my favorite. Reminds me of the RGB keyboard on my laptop. It's eye-popping for sure. Bro, that is very, yo, that's dope. That's dope. All right, so you can change the block size as well. So if you want it to be, I guess, thinner, more full. Anyways, you guys get the idea. This application, the Ghost Lighting, and the other one is available on the Android app, which I have an Extrons unit on the F30, which I can load these up and control everything through there instead of having to use my phone. And by the way, if you guys want one of those, they're on sale right now. Link in the description. By the way, you can get these rings also to just be a single solid color, whether it's red, green, yellow, whatever your looking to do to match the theme of your car. So obviously you guys do not have to go all out like I did with this specific headlight build. I kind of did it so I can show you guys all the possible options you can go with. You can obviously go with a very OEM plus basic setup, and it's all gonna make sense once you see all the crazy mods that the F30 is about to get very soon. I mean, I think the wide body is on its way, and there's like 3 other huge components. This is gonna be a very aggressive car, and I think a show like headlight build like this totally makes sense. Remember, what you guys see in video is not necessarily how it always looks. This looks 20 times better in person, and I'm not lying. The camera can only pick up so much, especially because I'm only filming in 30 frames per second. Guys, this is super epic. It'll make any car stand out. Guys, the half X, you can switch it between off, white, or blue. The reason I did blue is because I am planning to wrap the car in a blue color, but it's a very cool option and it really gives it an aggressive look. I really hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, make sure and hit the like button. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.